Hi Jane, so I've removed the silicone. When you look at an angle, I can still see very slight residues. So I'm going to go and get some silicone remover, put that on. And then, yeah, this is the way I constructed it. I did it with tile backer board, which I had some left over of behind these two boards, which makes it completely waterproof. And with the method that I used, yeah, I take full responsibility. If you asked for transparent, I don't remember that, and I'm sure you did. And so what I'm willing to do is to do the thinnest possible line of light grey, as close to this colour as possible. I'll get some silver grey silicone, and then you can choose to add clear later on. This is the trim for the boxing, which will obviously be cut and mitered to a perfect corner that meets the next corner, so to speak. And yeah, the hole that's here means that, I mean, it looks bigger because this is screwed out, but the hole that's here is too far out to allow, it only allows one size smaller sealant. Just to make it clear, every single shower that I do, I always do that type of sealant, but yes, it doesn't look as prominent or bold because of that dark grey colour. So, yeah, this gap as well, very normal size gap. And it just depends what people prefer. Most of the jobs I do, people are very happy with having that kind of gap filled. First of all, I use decorator's cork behind up to where the back of the board is, and then I put silicone. But I do it in a specific method that most people don't do, and the reason you get mold is because people do it with their finger or they do it with water. And I'll send you a full YouTube video which explains why that is. And I've still got jobs where 5 years later the silicone is perfectly fine. It never comes off the two surfaces. But that has to do with using alcohol and acetone. That's the big difference, really, because people essentially put bacteria inside the silicone. That's why mold happens. Whereas you need to use something completely sterilized, and then the surface actually cures before any bacteria can get into it. And like I say, 90% of professionals don't do that. So yes, I think moving forward, I want confirmation you're happy with paying the hours that I've done so far, which are nowhere near the total that I gave you. Yes, I have been feeling unwell. Yes, I have been coming and really trying to struggle through each day. And so the hours have not been very much each day. So I'm willing to do that, to let you know how many hours that is now, and to carry on once I reach the total amount of hours that I gave in the estimate. But anything that's required after that, I'll charge at my normal rate. I think with the travel here, so my normal rate is £200 a day for labour, and with the travel here removed, I'm willing to do 175. So I don't know how that will work out. I'm just stringently honest about when I come and how long I've been here before. But essentially what isn't included in my estimate is drilling out for the electrician to do this, which is by the by in terms of what it ends up being as a total for you, and for trim on all of these corners. Because normally where it meets a wall, I allow for people to do that with whatever decoration they're doing, and then do silicone here. I need to know whether you still want the white PVC sanitary board on the ceiling. Honestly, I don't know whether that's going to fit within the estimate that I gave you. But yes, the on top of, or sort of outside of the allowance that I gave, would be this trim, corner trim, which for materials would be about £40, and for labour a few hours to do well. If I do the sanitary board, then I can do sealant, but I'm assuming you're going to want it with a similar finish to this. And that's a rounded coving corner, and yeah, to look good it would need to go up and all the way around all those corners. I think that's everything. Yeah, also just a note about the centralization. So I always center from where the glass panel is going to be, because when you're standing in the shower, then that's what determines what feels like the center. So it was out by about this much. I don't know if you saw the pencil marks. The glass accounted for about this much, and so yes, it was about this much out from center. Because I did not account, when I came and had a look, for the way this corner came out in both directions. So essentially the plasterer had plastered, and when they used the trowel, they hadn't done it perfectly flat. And the thing is with large sheet materials that it looking flat is so much more important than tiles. You know, the mosaic tiles can hide that a lot. But I have to make sure that these boards meet the tray, which is a perfect 90-degree angle. You see that corner and this corner have to meet on these flat materials. So then I have to do everything to adjust all of that so that this surface is flat and that the angles of those surfaces meet the shower tray. And that's why this has changed position. It's also why this board is coming out more, because it just has to be that way. Otherwise you would walk into the shower and you would look, and the thing is those sort of imperfections in the wall don't matter so much, because for instance that corner doesn't affect the way the shower meets the wall, so then someone can just install and either cut into the wall a little bit, or you know, adjust the position of the bath slightly so that you don't see that. So yeah, I think I need to know if you're happy with going ahead on that basis. As I say, I'm going to go and get silicone remover, and then I'm happy to order a new board tonight, if you confirm you're happy with everything I've said in this video. Okay, many thanks. Bye.